Good morning. Well, everyone's talking about it. Will Donald Trump be indicted or won't he be indicted? That's the question. Well, I got to tell you, after what I've seen so far, after Mr. Costello, an attorney, testified before the grand jury, and now there's a rebuttal witness to him, it would appear, because from all accounts, this gentleman testified in a positive way as it relates to the former president, and now there's a rebuttal witness to him. So therefore, it would appear that the district attorney is moving in a direction to get a vote from the grand jury, and it seems more likely than not that there will be an indictment against the former president. Now listen, I don't care whether you like Donald Trump or not. When I say that, I don't care. I mean, it's irrelevant to my point. It doesn't matter whether you voted for him or not. It's irrelevant to the point. What my question is now is, if this turns out to be nothing more than a political prosecution, how are you concerned, if at all, about that? That concerns me. That actually scares me. You see these pictures behind me, Statue of Liberty in the courthouse? That's all because I believe in the rule of law and I believe in justice. And prosecutions must, under our democracy, be neutrally based. They can never be based on politics or religion or any reason other than somebody allegedly committing a crime, bringing that to a grand jury to consider an indictment or not, and then if there's an indictment, going forward and resolving the matter by way of plea or by a trial, a jury verdict. But you have a situation here where this matter involving Stormy Daniels was addressed on several different occasions by several different prosecutors, and they've all decided to pass on it. So why now, after pretty much 7 years, is the district attorney in Manhattan wanting to bring this before a grand jury and perhaps ultimately an indictment? That does beg the question. Is it politically motivated? Because if you remember, in the political campaign, the prosecutor, the district attorney now, made comments and references to this type of thing. And it's very concerning as to who's behind this, whether or not justice will ultimately be decided. So let's think about it for a moment, okay? You have a situation where it's alleged that somebody was paid $130,000 not to speak. Well, that's not a crime if the person pays somebody and they accept it. The crime, if there is one, comes in where did the money come from? Did it come from the political campaign, or was it from Donald Trump's personal money? Well, we don't know that for sure. And even if it came from the campaign, was it a mistake? Was it an error? We know that politicians throughout the years have done or made campaign contributions in areas that they shouldn't have, and they've been fined and penalized for it. But I don't recall anybody being prosecuted under this set of circumstances involving this type of situation. Even the detractors, even the people on the other side of the aisle politically, are questioning whether or not this is political. And why? Because if it is, and it turns out to be, then we're no longer the democracy we hold ourselves out to be. We're now a third world country. We're a banana republic. Because if you don't like your politicians, you can't indict them. You can't send them to jail. You vote them out of office. Plain and simple. That's what this is about. Voting someone out of office, in office, out of office. The ultimate authority in this country is the vote. It's the law. It's the United States of America, okay? And people and politicians have to be answerable to us. And the district attorney was elected. He has to be answerable to us. So let's all hope at this point that whatever the result of this grand jury investigation, that it is not politically motivated. But I have to tell you, 36 years of practicing law, both as a prosecutor and a defense attorney, I've never seen this happen before. It's unprecedented. And with all of the evidence and the totality, the way I look at it, it certainly would appear on its face that this is politically motivated. And that really troubles me, people. It really does. Because if they could do that to the former president of the United States, what do you think they can do to us? Okay? Justice anywhere is justice everywhere. Martin Luther King said it very clearly. It's not about who's being prosecuted. It's about what's being prosecuted. It's about whether or not it's a neutrally based system that does not discriminate for race, creed, religion, and politics. I don't know if that's what's happening in this prosecution. Talk to you soon.